What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Yo, yo, yo.
Like always, I have a co-host with me today. I have Ray Sean. Keep it 100. 100. You can see it on the bottom of the screen.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
He
Peace and
has a YouTube channel as well.
y'all go check that out. Rayson 100.
So, guys, before we get started, we're going to go ahead and start it with this. Yep. So today, guys, is the 6-month anniversary for the boys. What's going on, guys?
The 21st. I didn't even notice that.
Today is the 6-month anniversary for the boys. I want to say thank you guys for all being here. Let me go through the comments real quick. All right. Oni 64, Skulls, Shanti, Mama B, the Kid KS, Mary, Jamie, Las Vegas Freedom News, Know Thy Truth, Tina, Kimmy, Tina. Wait, did I say Tina? Yeah, I did. Kimmy, Stephanie. I want to say thank all of you guys for being here. Scotty. Hey, Scotty, I got a question for you, Scotty. How many Facebook profiles do you have, buddy? I keep getting notification after notification, friend request after friend request from profiles under Scotty McKeeben. Something I just, wanted to ask real quick. Jackie, Purple Knights, Bruce, as always, it's good to have you guys in here.
What up, Bruce? Purple Knight.
The Real T.
Real T.
So some of you guys already know who Ray is. But if you guys don't know who he is, on the bottom of the screen, you can find him right here if you type that in YouTube. Plus, on top of that, I will share the link to his channel after this video. You'll find it in the comment section. It'll be the pinned comment. So today, as you can see the title, every Monday and Friday, I'm going to start getting into the habit of doing these live stream call-ins where you guys can all call in, talk about whatever we're talking about. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to do so. Before we get started all the way, though, you guys let me know if you can hear both of us clearly by pressing 1.
Yo, yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. Rayson 100.
Me. Hello from Knoxville. Cynthia, hello. Good morning. There we go. We got the ones. All right, guys. So I want to give you guys an update. The soil samples are out. There's only one that I need to send out, and I will send out tomorrow morning. And like I've said before, and like Mr. Dotsky has said, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, a month at the most. Marissa, good morning to you, watching from Fontana. So as soon as we get that in, then we will send that over to Dr. Vass and have him go ahead and read over the whatever comes in. He'll read over it, he'll break it down and let us know exactly what it is. And then on top of that, we have the other doctor now that is involved, and she wants to help us with pretty much everything we got going on. As a matter of fact, I think she wanted to be on the podcast again today, but I was not able to get a hold of her. Watching from South Carolina. Butterfly Girl 143, watching from South Carolina. Hello. Hey, so Ray, you were saying something about you had someone call in while you were live and they were talking about a court case.
Yeah, when I was just on live before I pulled up to your house, it was Gail. I don't know if she's in there or not, but um, she's usually pretty much on my channel. So
Gail?
yeah, Gail. I don't know. I don't remember the last name, but yeah, she was saying that the West family, I guess Giselle and Jackie had a CPS court date coming up, which that was pretty much it, because that's when you had called, so I wasn't able
Right.
to get that much details.
So that court case is going to be for not for the boys, right? It's for the other kids that they had taken, or
Well, the way she made it seem was it was for the boys.
really?
Yeah, because she said they was gonna ask. Most likely, the judge was gonna ask Trizelle and Jackie, about their last whereabouts and see if they're gonna lie or not. But I didn't get too much information because you had called, and I had.
Have you guys heard about that? About a court case that I guess Gail is in here. So Gail, you will have the opportunity, if you are here, to call in and explain a little bit more when you do call in. Let me check something here real quick. You guys know that we've searched high and low for the boys. There's a lot more desert, a lot more ground to cover out in California City. But while we're waiting for these soil samples, the results to come back in, once we get those results, then we'll be back out there again, searching a whole lot more. Rayshawn you live up there in Cal City.
Yeah.
So he could be covering a lot more ground, more than I could right now, because he actually lives there. So you guys are going to want to check out his channel. AV News Crew is in the building.
Yo, what's up, Matt? Shout out to Matt, AV News Crew.
Matt is going to be going live as well from out there in California City sometime today, because it is the 6-month anniversary and we need to get answers, guys. Look, I've done pretty much everything that I could think about as far as it comes down to searching and looking for the boys. And then like when these doors have opened, like I told Ray before, that God opened up certain doors with Mr. Dotsky and Mike Bauer. You guys haven't seen Mike Bauer yet. Mike Bauer is a retired captain from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. He did, I believe it was 25 to 30 years in that department. And he has a whole lot to say about corruption. Here we have a captain, and here we have a retired cop, Mr. Dotsky, and both of them say they don't trust the cops. Now that's something there, guys. When you have two retired officers saying don't trust them, that means a lot. That speaks volumes in my personal opinion. Now, Mike Bauer, he is on a mission for a deputy that came up missing some years back out here in Little Rock, California, up here at the dam, Deputy OJ. He believes that he was killed and there was a cover up within the department. They actually marked him down as a suicide without ever finding his body. And, that doesn't, make sense as well with them doing that. But Mike is a very, very good guy as well. You guys know Mr. Paul Dosty is a good guy as well. And when Paul tells me, that he has a doctor that can help us in this case and other cases with missing people, I prayed on it first, and I get it. Look, I know how it is, guys, when you get people that try to slander your character and slander your name and just make you look out to be like a piece of trash, right? They've done it to me, they've done it to Ray, and all they've done it to Crenshaw, they've done it to Matt, they've done it to Paul, they've done it to pretty much everyone who's been involved with searching for these boys. And I find that very strange because me, myself, personally, if somebody is in another state and they're working on whatever case they got going on, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what is going on over there when I'm not there. When I don't see it for myself or hear it from myself, how can I speak on something that I know nothing about, right? But yet we got these weenies, these hot dog water drinking people, lemon heads here on YouTube that constantly is putting people down that's doing nothing but searching for these boys, right?
Right.
Now, we cannot allow this case with the boys to go cold, guys. It's just not going to happen. You see the boys right here hanging up on the wall. There's a lot of channels that have stopped talking about the boys, and I'm asking those channels to please, once again, talk about our boys in Cal City. We can't let this case just go away, vanish, and then, be somewhere in the back of our mind like, whatever happened with that? No, we need to stay on top of it, just like all these other cases. And you guys are doing a good job covering all these other cases as well. AB for one. AB, he's a good dude, and he's doing, the best he can to cover and keep it, these stories going. And then we have, AB News Crew. We have Ray and multiple other people that's doing the best they can, right? So with this doctor, I want to talk about Dr. Vass really quick. Did you want to say anything before?
Yeah, just, like what he spoke on about when somebody is out of state, that's not the problem. It's when you out of state and causing problems. Like all you could do is contact, like for instance, for Cal City, contact somebody that's there just out of respect and also respect for the boys, just to get the correct information.
Right.
And we need a voice for these boys. The bigger the voice, the better. So we welcome everybody, but the disrespect, that's not cool, man.
Right.
But that's pretty much it. I just want to touch bases on that.
And that's pretty much what I meant. You're from out of state and you're talking about it. Cool. But like he was saying, when you're starting problems, then that's not cool. When you're doing this because you want clicks and views and stuff like that, that ain't cool, man. I'm not going to tell nobody to stop watching these people, whatever. That's on you guys. But just remember to take everything they say with a grain of salt, especially these certain weenie water drinking people that just don't get it, don't understand it. Now, Dr. Vaz, right? I spoke to Paul. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know nothing about Dr. Vaz. And Stacy, I don't know if Stacy is here, but Stacy, she knows them. And she basically introduced me to Paul. Now, I trust Paul. I know him. I've been able to, be with him and boots on the ground, go out here to these different locations. He drives from 5 hours away to come out here and help search for the boys and don't ask for a dime. 5 hours away and then 5 hours back. He pays for his own food, his own gas. Whenever I try to offer him something, he'll say, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Paul is 100. So when Paul tells me that he trusts this doctor, and this doctor is very, very smart, but the cops have tried to shut him down, the DA has tried to shut him down, and other entities has tried to shut him down, I believe him. Now, let me explain why they're doing that. So let's use the boys for an example, right? You guys know that the FBI was out there at the house in California City, right? They're in the backyard and they conduct a search. They put a cadaver dog within the house. And from what I'm hearing, the cadaver dog did not want to leave that house. The cadaver dog alerted, right? Now they leave. They come back, they do it again, they leave, and they say, okay, this house is clear. Then here comes Paul Dotsky. He's bringing his canine trained cadaver. And guess what? His dog, this is just a scenario, his dog alerts. And then we get soil samples. And then the soil samples come back that says, yes, there is human decomp in the back of the property. And then we get Dr. Voss to check the charts and match those numbers with the biological family's DNA. And if it says there's a match, guess who looks stupid at the end of the day? The FBI, Bakersfield, Kern County, that California City, they look stupid at the end of the day because they went there 4 or 5 different times and couldn't find nothing. But yet here comes these guys and they, boom, get a hit. Now, that has happened multiple times in multiple cases. The district attorney tried to make Dr. Voss look like a straight fool when it came down to the Casey Anthony case. See, you can pull up certain videos here on YouTube, but what you need to do is actually do some deeper research and actually look into what happened. The exact same spot where Dr. Voss got a hit and said the body was, that's exactly where the body was at. They just couldn't believe him. They said he had a little tinfoil hat on his head. They couldn't believe him. The case with Monique Figueroa, they searched this whole area. They searched this area. They didn't get no hits, but yet here comes Paul. Here comes Dr. Voss. Boom. They get a hit. Hey, dig right there. No, we already cleared that. No. Dig right there. No, we already cleared it. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody wants to be made, to look stupid, especially somebody like the FBI or these police departments. They don't want nobody outsmarting them. So you want to add anything on that? Before you go, I'm sorry. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to post a link after this video, a link that Paul sent me, and it's going to go into depth about Dr. Voss and exactly what he has achieved. But this is just one of them. See if you guys probably can't see this, but I will share the link. The massive corruption of Inyo County, California has detrimentally affected 5,000 military veterans. Sheriff Jeffrey Hollowell embezzles money from the VSO program for 15 years. I'm going to post this. You guys are going to take a look at this investigation that Voss and Paul has done. Paul is not no dummy, guys. And let me tell you, Paul has actually, in his time, in his career as being law enforcement, he has multiple recordings of him speaking to Charles Manson, trying to figure that guy out. The guy is not dumb. So when he says, hey, I believe this guy, I trust this guy, I'm going to go with it and say, okay, I'm not going to bring no bullcrap to you guys, man, here on the channel. Hey, I appreciate you doing that. Thank you for that super chat. It means a lot. Did you want to add anything before we move forward?
No, I'm just pretty much listening on that fact. I don't really know too much on that, you guys. So
right. So the boys, 6 months, no answers. I mean, there's a lot of different things out there. I think just recently I seen somebody saying, well, maybe CPS has the boys, they took them. You know, we don't know. We don't even know if they actually came up missing December 21st. We're just going on what they stated the day that they reported them missing. But you guys all seen the security cam footage from next door. Nobody in California City has ever seen those boys, as far as I know.
Or Trizelle or Jackie either.
Kimmy, you're not blocked. I can't call it. You're blocked. You're not blocked. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to share the phone number. This is what's going on. My phone on this application that I'm using, I have it on, what is it, like ignore or something like that. And that's for everybody, because if not, then I'm going to get calls all day, all night. They don't stop. They don't stop coming in. It's not that I'm trying to, be rude. I just don't want to be on the phone constantly all day and all night. So what you guys can do now, if you want, please call in at 661-299-7521.
Tune on in, y'all.
You guys don't be shy. Don't be shy to call in. You guys call in. I've said it before. This is your platform. You do have a voice. Call on in with any questions, any concerns. Miss Donna Wright, thank you for doing that. That means a lot. Thank you for that super sticker. I know I've said it in the past, guys. Hey, I said just like this. You guys don't trip on doing the super chat thing, because we're not going to get those super chats until way later on. But now we are trying to beat this whole YouTube thing and them doing this crazy censorship, not just on my channel, but a lot of other people's channels. So you guys please feel free to super chat, and anything you guys send will go towards whatever we have to get done. If it's soil samples, it's soil samples. If it's gas to get to locations, if it's feeding the homeless, all the above, that's what we're going to use it for. We have a call coming in from Georgia right now.
Pam.
Hi, Pam. You are live.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Pam. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. I'm calling because I was just wondering what's going on with the West family and why we're not hearing anything concerning them, Jackie and her husband.
You're talking about the grandparents, or Trizelle and Jacqueline?
Trizelle and Jacqueline.
I don't know. I don't know what is going on with them.
I've been thinking the same thing. Has anybody noticed if they said anything?
It would just seem like we would see more more from them. How do they get to just report these kids missing and then disappear and not answer questions? Because you remember how you used to go over to the grandparents and y'all were putting pressure on them. I think we let the pressure off of them, and we need to put it back on them again.
Well, you want to know why I kind of stepped back from the way I was doing that? They were getting me confused for another group that was out there, that was pretty much out there every day in front of their house. And they started crying, oh, stalking, oh, harassment, oh, this and that. They started calling the cops and everything else.
Trying to make
instead of them just walking outside saying, hey, thanks for, looking for our grandbabies. What can we do to help?
Right.
They automatically got on the defensive.
Act like you were.
Right. Just because, I'm on a public sidewalk, or I ask the neighbor, if I come into his yard and film in the back, so what? They could have acted like anybody else and just came out, hey, thanks, what can we do to help? But they started acting like some weirdos.
Exactly.
Right.
Which just shows guilt.
Oh, I was watching. I kind of backed away from it when YouTubers started fighting with each other. It just kind of went off track away from the kids, and it got a little messy, and I didn't like all that. But I'm still trying. I want more pressure put on the West family, all of them. They the ones reported these kids missing. They had them. we're just letting them. You're out here searching everywhere. They're not helping, and nobody's putting any pressure on them to find out where these boys are. Yeah. It's like, it seems weird. It's just weird that they taking it and they're switching it to be something else. So that pressure should be staying on them, the West family who reported them missing.
Right.
Because that's the key to wherever these babies are, with them.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's true. And that makes a lot of sense.
I don't know.
There's only so much that we could do before, people start crying and saying harassment and stalking and everything else, But you're absolutely right. Yeah. And I haven't heard nothing about Trezell or Jacqueline in a while. Have you?
Nah, since
nobody's talking about them. Nobody's talking about them. Where are they? Where are the West? I want the pressure. I'm way in Ohio, but I want the pressure back on them, because we're not going to. I mean, you think nobody's talking about them? So whatever they've done to these kids, I mean, they just did it, and and we're looking everywhere but at them.
Yeah.
This is my little personal opinion, because ever since the day that they did the news conference, it's been a great old big old flag waving for them, to me.
Right.
And I don't think, I think the pressure is going again. It's all over the place instead of where it needs to be, on them two people that let the kids get away. Because look, everything that you've discovered lets you know that something is shaky in their story. The videos, the neighbors, all the footage, something is not right. The kids probably been missing before the 21st. So where were they? Right. We need to get back on them parents, Jackie and Trezell.
Right. Yeah, none of them are talking about it. And then we have that brother, that Jamal guy. He has a huge, platform. He has a way to put this out and, and talk about them boys, but yeah, he doesn't.
And he done none of them. None of them are out looking for these kids, and they get mad when people are looking for them. Right. That is a flag. That's not normal. It's not normal. We got to look at what's not normal and stop looking for something else, because we are looking for the kids. But the red flags are in our face, but we overlooking them.
Right.
And we need to get back on them parents.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I mean, we need to put our foot in them necks of Jackie, the grandparents. Because you know what? Even like when you went and you tried to talk to them, that weird acting, walking with the dog and not talking and acting stupid with the long coat on, that was the craziest. It just seems like something straight out of a movie. Here you out here trying to help, and they acting retarded.
Hey, let me ask you this? Can you hear me? What you think about the riddle? Yeah, I can. What you think about the riddle from Wanda? I don't know exactly how it goes, but she was like, you think you got it, but you close, and something you'll be sorry in the end. To me, that just tells me that she knows something.
Of course.
If you didn't know nothing, you would, like, how could you come up with that riddle?
Yeah.
Why would you even say a riddle if you didn't know?
It's just like the whole thing is wicked, because when
give me a second. As soon as she gets off the phone, I'll take other calls.
Yeah. You just think if a child come up missing, you try to get all the help you can. You ain't acting like that, lady. That was crazy. It's like we got 2 babies that's missing for a couple. Back then it wasn't as long as it wasn't 6 months, but you thinking, you hoping the kids is out here somewhere, and you just trying to get them home, and then they acting like that. It was just like red flag. This is where we need to be.
Absolutely.
And people went away. Left them alone, but the pressure needs to be back on that family. We ain't gonna never find out what happened to these boys if we don't get the pressure back on them.
Right. Well, I appreciate you calling in.
Where do you? Okay. I ain't gonna.
I just gotta make some room for other people to call in, but I do appreciate you, and you made some valid points, and feel free to call in again sometime.
Thank you.
Okay, I sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. What do you guys think about what she just said? Lindsay, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I think she was pretty much on point, man. You know, it's lots of angles
Lena?
that you could look at this case.
It's
Like
true.
for instance, one of the things I thought about is nobody never seen them kids outside from Cal City to even Bakersfield. So the first, not even day, night, as they said, right in the code, first night they let these kids outside. I guess they just got that bad luck to where they disappear, right?
Got New York calling in. Yeah, of
New
course.
York. You know what I'm saying, though, Steve?
I do. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good, brother. Give me one quick second. Lena, thank you for that super chat. Anybody who's super chatting, if you start seeing me put this across the screen, that's me saying thank you for doing that. I just don't want to interrupt the caller. All right, go ahead, John.
Yeah, just wanted to touch base with you. That caller that you just got off the phone with is absolutely right. And want to say hello to Rashawn. Watched your channel and starting to pick up some information regarding the boys and everything else like that from your channel. I think you're doing a great job. I'm kind of sorry you had to go through, I guess, the bashing and all that other stuff, just trying to get the right word out, to do the right thing, and inform people. And, we all get somewhat, noisy amongst the noise that tries to distract us. The same thing happened with Steve and a number of other content creators working on the case. But going back to the woman who just called, I agree. There's not enough pressure on the West. It went quiet. There's not enough pressure on the Bakersfield Police Department. That's quiet. There's not enough pressure, to even have, Ryan Dean speak a few words. I'm sure she's concerned about, her children, because this is where it all started.
Exactly.
I'm sure that her parents, her dad and family members on her side is concerned about the boys. But it is funny. Boys go missing and people go silent.
Right.
It makes you wonder. It makes you think, why is that?
Right.
Hey, thank you, John, for
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, go ahead, John. My bad. I thought you was done. Go ahead. You can finish up.
Yeah. So, and all the hard work that, your team, Steve, and I believe it's Mike out there. The AV News is out there. You got Crenshaw out there. You got Roro out there. And you guys have been putting in, long hours. I know that we all haven't forgotten about
you guys hear John pretty good?
been quiet. What's that?
No, go ahead. I was just talking to people in the comment section.
Oh, okay. But I've been keeping awareness on my channel regarding the boys. In fact, I'm working on a piece to release this Thursday in regards to that same very question. Where are the Wests in this?
Right.
I know that they've been going to court,
They
dealing
vanished.
with, dealing with child support issues and things of that nature. I'm sure that there's an audit being done on them, as well as CPS being involved with an audit. And once the audits are done and they go before the judge, then the judge will make the determination as to what goes from that point. So that's what they're, I believe, in the middle of right now, is to get the numbers on the table on both sides. Let's take a look at what Child Protective Services under the adoption gave to the West. That's Jacqueline and Trizelle. How much money they gave them when the boys went missing, how much continued money they gave them and before they stepped in to intervene.
Right. If you guys haven't checked out John Q, make sure to check out John Q here on YouTube as well. He does a very good job with breaking down a lot of this stuff, John. And I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'm no investigator. I'm not licensed to investigate. I'm not in law enforcement or the medical field or any of those professions. But I've been around certain things here in New York. Been associated with certain people here in New York that gives me the information that I need to take a look at, especially if I'm looking at a situation when it concerns our children. You know, boys go missing.
Thank you.
They get kidnapped out of their beds. You know, they get punched in the face by a boyfriend and then get dumped in a dumpster, and all of these stories that come out. It's incredible.
It is.
It's absolutely crazy. Incredible.
Right. Yep.
So I don't want to hold up the line. I just wanted to.
Hey John, how can the people find you here on YouTube? Is it just under John Q?
Yeah, it's under my name, John Q, and then the word Q, whether it's together or separate, like you see it in the chat room. Okay. I'm the first, subscribe post that you'll see. I'm the guy with the pool stick on the pool table, and you can't miss me. And the other thing is that once again, I think the idea of having Dr. Voss handle samples, if the West family, Jacqueline's family, Ryan Dean's family were able to participate in that and offer up some DNA regarding that, and we'll all collectively get together and chip in and make sure that those samples get paid for, so that this way, we know exactly what's to come next. Because if you get a hit, and you get a hit on one of the boys and not both of them, I don't believe that they're together. I think that they're separate, but they're alive. That's just me. That's just my feeling about it. Yeah.
Well, what all do you know about Dr. Voss? Do you know anything about him? Have you done like research?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just the information that you've been able to put out. I think you did a live, I think 1 or 2 lives, but I caught a piece of a live where you did mention his work. He was able to break down how that method of technology works, what's involved, how long the process takes, and everything else like that. I think you're on the right track. It's a whole lot better than getting in your car, burning gas to try to figure out what location, where haven't we looked, and spend hours and literally days just looking in places that you guys already looked, but looking in places and, nothing avails from it but time, but at least to have somebody, a professional, to pinpoint something that we could use, a technology that we could use, and maybe the cooperation of the right people that are involved that went quiet. Maybe we can get ahead. Maybe we can push this 10 blocks forward rather than 20 blocks back.
Right.
With some cooperation. Here we are looking for the boys, whether it be on social media, far away from Bakersfield, far away from California City, just to bring awareness to the case. Awareness on the case. And yet you have people in the immediate area that hasn't said a word.
Right.
In 6 months, they haven't said a word.
Yeah, they haven't.
And that bothers me. Yeah, that bothers me. So the woman is absolutely correct, who called, to put pressure on them. But I believe also to put pressure on the Bakersfield Police Department to shake that building as well. What about a report? What about an update? Are we still getting tips? Okay, well, put that out there. Let us know that you're working on this case, because we're not going to leave you alone ever until we find out where these boys are or what happened to them. Period. Period. Now, I did pass along just real quick. I didn't have your email to send you the information that I discussed with you on the previous live that I called, but I did forward that to Crenshaw, and she's got it all.
Okay.
So if you want my email, I'll drop it in the chat, or it's johnq001@gmail.com, and just email me, and then this way mail all the attachments to you so that this way you can put your eyes on what I have my eyes on, and now Crenshaw has her eyes on as well.
Okay, for sure. All right, I appreciate you, John. Thank you. It's always a blessing to have you come through and drop that knowledge.
Hey, thank you, John.
Bless you too, Steve. Bless you and yours, and Rashawn, bless you and yours. You know, when you're dealing with something like this, you know, the main thing you want to get around is good men. We need a few good men, because a lot of this, we got a lot of great women out there putting in the work and really showing internal fortitude, just, you know, holding it together but forging ahead at the same time. But we do need a few good men, and I thank goodness that you guys are it. And I'm glad to be a part of your company.
Hey, man, I just want to say thank you, John, for the support. And I like your channel, too. I support your channel, man. Much love. We're going to keep it going for the boys.
All right, John.
All right,
okay, have a good one, brother.
all right.
Okay. Minnesota.
Call from Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? You are live. Here, before we get started, thank you guys, all you guys, for being in here. It's truly a blessing that all of you guys are here. Thank you for your continuous love and support. Thank you for your super chat as well, Giovanna. Appreciate all you guys. Okay, go ahead, caller. I'm sorry about that.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I'm from Minnesota, and I'm well. Thank you for asking. So I was just calling in. I've been listening and following you since this started, and I am in the medical field. I've been a nurse for over 20 years. And when I went to college, we had to take body modification classes where you could tell where people would switch their moods.
Okay.
So anyway, I just wanted to say that the adoptive parents had straight guilt. Their body language was guilty as heck. But what I called in for is my question was, did they ever go back to the previous residence and look for any type of evidence in Bakersfield?
You talking about the apartments, the Casa Loma?
Yeah. Yes, the place they lived previous to buying that house.
From what I understand, they did go back and they searched the apartment that they lived in. But I never heard nothing after that.
Oh, because clearly, to me, common sense tells you that they disappeared in Bakersfield, and they were trying to make it look like they disappeared in California
Cal City. Right.
Yeah, to throw everybody off. And then just one more thing I wanted to mention about the ice cream shop. That's sex trafficking code.
Right.
Now, if you go look into sex trafficking, like if you're, you know, there's been plenty of murders in my family, so this type of stuff interests me, and not only because they're, you know, it's because they're babies too, but it's like there's so many red flags, and they're not looking at them. They're right in your face, and they're not looking at it.
Right. Yeah, that's
and
true.
It reminds me kind of the Gabriel Fernandez situation, where they knew things were going on, things weren't right at home, and they still wouldn't pull them out. And how they took them boys from their biological mother. I don't know the real reasoning behind that, but it was really odd to me. It was really odd that they pulled them kids, you know, for no reason. And comparing it to the Gabriel Fernandez case, where you could see the abuse, they just left him there.
Oh yeah,
so it's just sad.
Dirty.
Yeah, and I just want to thank you for all the hard work you guys do. You know, I know it's not easy out here, and I just want to say God bless you and keep up the good work. And,
hey, God bless you.
Thanks for taking my call today.
No, you're welcome.
God all right, you have a good one.
You too.
You too. God bless you and yours. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Tucson.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Tucson, Arizona, you are live. Tucson, you are live, Tucson. Caller. Hey.
Hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Let me turn my TV down. How you been?
Good. How are you?
How I'm good. I'm good. I'm proud of you, Steve. Like you come up, you know what I mean. Like you could tell that you really care about this. You know what I mean. Just to see kind of, you know what I mean, how it all started and stuff, and like you could just be
Right.
like you light up. You know what I mean, talking about your truck and all that
Right.
stuff, and it's just good. It's good to see you in just better spirits. You know.
Right.
But
Appreciate that.
like I to say that I don't know. I just wanted to say that I'm proud of you, and that you know what I mean. Like thanks for saying, you know, staying dedicated. You know.
Of course. Yeah, appreciate that.
Did you get the? Did you get the? I sent the Father's Day like little e-card to you and to Nina, and it's you, Nina, and Rayshon that's on there.
Oh, hey.
Nina saw it. I don't know if you got it in your email. Did you get it?
Where'd you send it to?
You're supposed to in your messenger, in your Facebook messenger. You're supposed to. You're breakdancing with Rayshon and
Oh,
Nina.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you sent it to my
You get
email, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I just wanted to like, you know what I mean? Because everything's like this, everything's so like just, you know, because all these kids and all this stuff that's happening, it's so hot outside. I thought maybe it'd be nice to just like do something goofy and just send something to you guys, you know?
Right.
Yeah,
So it
that's
was just
cool.
there.
Yeah, thank you for doing that.
Yeah. But I don't know. That you guys haven't heard anything more on the boys or what? Nobody's seen
Nothing.
Trezell and Declan, huh?
Yep, nothing. I've heard a couple things, but like on the title of the video, you see that it says possible arrest. I talked to a couple people, and
Yeah.
they do want to take them in, but see, if they take them in for something small, they don't want to get caught up in that whole double
We
jeopardy,
gotta make sure
that whole
like,
double
they kinda
jeopardy
like
thing.
Maya.
The whole case.
And usually, like with the FBI, like once they sink their teeth into something, they're not
Yeah.
letting go. So they might have
Yeah,
just
yeah.
given them enough rope to basically hang themselves. Yeah, so
And then if it's a circumstantial case, they got to make sure that everything's locked down tight, because anything that would give reasonable doubt would, you know what I mean,
right.
would mess them up. It's just
Yep.
bad. It's just bad, 'cause, man, those boys. It's like nobody ever seen them, and you know, and I still got their banner right there on my fence, and my kids have like grown to like their, you know, it's their friends, and there's just a picture of them, but they're always looking at it and always talking about them, and
That's
they
cool.
tell the neighbors walking down the street, look at the boys.
Yeah, that's
But,
awesome. Thank you for doing that.
I mean, regardless, you know, you never know, but I just have it up there just as a reminder, you know.
Right. Yep.
We got to take care of the kids, man.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
Be more
thank you.
vigilant with all these
Thank you for calling in, and thank you for doing that, and for
Yeah.
remembering the boys and everything else like
Yeah,
that.
you
It
don't
means a
need
lot.
anything. You don't need anything like any care packages or anything.
No, right now we're doing good. Wednesday, I'm gonna be going out to give out a bunch of stuff to the homeless. Some clothing, some food, socks,
I
shirts,
still
and
have
different things like
some
that.
stuff. I never was able to send it. I didn't have any cash flow, but I have a little bit of money, so I'll be able to. I mean, if you want it, I can send it off to you. I have the money now to be able to do it. I just came short. Remember, I told you I got the jerky and I got all the stuff for the kids, because there's kids out there too, right?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of like little, and I gave you zip-on baggies so you can make little snack bags for them and stuff.
Right.
So like they're not fighting over, I want this and I want that. You can just kind of put a little bit of everything in the bag.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll let you go and let somebody else call in. I just wanted to check in and say hi and let you know that I'm always watching, and I'm proud of you, Steve.
Yeah, I appreciate
You
that.
too,
Thank you.
Rayshon, being the bigger person, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the love and the support. Have a blessed day.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay. All right.
Okay. See you later. So Navy vet says, you see it right there on the screen. It took my granddaughter 3 years to get through the adoption process. How did the West get through foster and adoption process so quickly? What do you guys think about that? How did they pull that off so quickly?
How fast was the process
Like less than a year or something like that.
for both?
What wasn't it? How long was the process when the boys were adopted out? Wasn't it quick, guys? Like freaking like less than a year or something like that?
a year after them being in the system, they was already
Hey,
adopted.
Giovanna, the other day you sent me a message, email. Any word on that? Is there any word on that? Please let me know. But yeah, they were adopted out very, very quickly. There's just something that stinks about this whole thing, man. We're going on 6 months today. No boys. And then we have Wanda West that told Crenshaw, you got it right, but you got it wrong. But you got it right. Or something like that. You got it right, but you got it wrong. What was it? You got it right, but you got it wrong.
I don't know exactly how it goes, but something like you think you got it, but you don't.
But you don't.
You do.
Something
But you'll
like
be
that.
sorry in the end. Something amongst them lines.
To accept, press
Or
1.
some
To
BS.
send a voicemail.
Ontario, Canada, you are live.
Hi, AV.
Hi.
It's Kimmy from Canada.
Hey, Kimmy. You said I blocked your number.
Yeah,
Hey,
Nope.
I've been.
good afternoon, Kimmy.
Oh.
Good afternoon, Kimmy.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to get through.
Go ahead, Kimmy. You're live.
Okay, I'm gonna call it out. Okay.
Yep.
You have all these lower income families. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They never thought she would fight for her babies.
You talking about Miss Ryan Dean?
Bio. Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
AB, keep your mouth shut, okay? I'm allowed to talk on his channel. You do not run his channel, AB. Leave me alone. See, he's calling me a troll.
Who called you a troll?
AB.
I don't even see.
He
Just-
sit there, ignore
Just stay
his-
focused. Stay focused.
He will ignore his autistic child for 3 hours, and he calls me. Okay, everybody's called me mentally ill. Yes, I am. I'm on medication. Okay.
Stay focused, Kimmy. Go ahead. You're here with us right here on the platform.
Everything is gonna come back on you, you little Hitler. You walk around like everybody loves you. You're gonna get karma.
Hey,
AB.
come on, AB. Calm
See?
down, man.
Look what he's doing in the chat to me.
AB, come on.
I spoke.
No, she's
I
talking
spoke up about mental illness.
Hold on, Kimmy.
Other people
Kimmy.
not talk about it.
Kimmy, hold on. So Kimmy's upset with AB. So not AV, not me, with AB. Kimmy, go ahead. Just say what you're gonna say about about Miss Ryan Dean and whoever else.
Okay. AB, karma, darling. One day, you got all those cameras around your house. What are you hiding? Okay, here we go. Okay?
Go ahead, Kimmy.
Okay. These babies are from low-income families that no one ever thought that they would take them away. Judges, cops, CPS. Judges are dying on their deathbed, committing suicide, as well as cops. Look at the cops that are committing suicide connected to child trafficking, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the molestation.
Mm-hmm.
That cop was killed because he was a good cop. They silenced him. I love you, Bruce Davis. You're the only one who backs me up. You're the only one who says hi to me.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
It's all good. You ain't gotta cry.
I think it's truly sad when a Canadian man calls his daughter. The natives are restless. That's disgusting as a Canadian.
Saves the rest of us.
Hey, AD.
Kimmy.
Okay. All I'm going to say, this goes bigger than what you guys think.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to break worldwide. This is child trafficking. This is organs that are being sold on the market. This is cartels involved. This is a lot more. When your soil samples come back, you are going to break more than what they think. These are mothers that are being missing because it's due to the child trafficking of babies. So, anybody who was mean to me, I believe in what you put out, good, bad, will come back. So anybody who was mean to me, karma.
Hey, I'm sorry that you're going through that, Kimmy.
So, AB, you are an abusive male. Canada is disgusted in you. You don't even talk about the Aboriginal graves that are found. You're disgusting. I hate you. Goodbye. I love you all. It's about the babies, not to be our fucking lives while you ignore your child. Yes, I'm bipolar and I'm proud of it. What else you gonna say about me? Goodbye.
Okay, have a good day,
this is
Kimmy.
about the babies.
Okay, Kimmy, have a good day.
I'm verbally abusing you, AB, because in Nina's chat you posted on your wall that I was a troll.
AB. No, not AB. Kimmy. Okay, I had to cut her off. Kimmy, if you're still watching this, you know, I don't know what you're going through. I heard what you're saying. This is about the boys. I don't know what's going on between you and AB on his channel, but I don't know. So, guys, this is the Let's Talk About It podcast. And Let's Talk About It means let's talk about the boys and what is going on over here in California, Bakersfield, California City. Kimmy seemed a little upset.
She was on one.
Kimmy's a lot of upset. I actually feel bad for Kimmy. She sounds like her heart is, hurting. But I don't know the whole backstory between them two.
Yeah.
Oh, I just don't want that. I don't want that on the channel, Kimmy. So I know you hear me. Just don't bring that up again if you call in.
But the part that she spoke up on the boys, though, I felt that.
What did she say?
About that, the truth's gonna come to the light, and
oh, it always does.
She was kind of going back and forth, but
it always does. Hey guys, once again, that phone number is 661-299-7521. 661. We got a 760 area code calling in.
LA Kai.
Hey, you are live.
Hi, AB. It's LA Kai. Hi, Rayshawn. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? I think that this is, disturbing for just a lot of people. This situation is not one that should be taken lightly. There's just a lot of questions, right? There's a lot of questions. I personally went over to Wanda's home on the day of the party, and I spoke to a neighbor, and they said that they haven't necessarily seen a lot of, people coming in and out the home. And I asked him, was it vacant? And he's like, I'm not really sure, but I don't see a lot of traffic going in and out the home.
Steve,
so I asked in the chat that question, like, what do we really know? We don't know a lot. And people want to go back to say, oh, let's hold Trezell accountable. Let's hold these people accountable. But they're not anywhere
for us to identify nor to hold them accountable.
Right.
So all we can actually do is hold law enforcement, hold these departments like CPS accountable, because we know that they have participated in this, you know, this illusion, right? It's so sad that we have to sit here. Yes, people get emotional. And I
Right.
believe that from when, you know, the thumb started all of this shit with Doug, I believe that they were hired. They were hired distractors. They were hired individuals to take you, Nina, AV, Crenshaw off the track,
I'm
right?
starting to believe
Because
that too.
what Wanda,
Yeah, me too, man.
what Wanda said was, you got it right, but you got it wrong. But you got it, though. But
Oh, there you
you're
go.
going to be
There you
sorry.
go.
And what I think that Wanda was telling her was, go to Maria. I mean, I
exactly.
want to assume that she was telling her, looky, go to Maria. Because what I do know as well is that I went to Maria's house on, you know, the day of the party as well. And she had that same sign, oh, we have COVID, don't knock. How can you have COVID for damn near 7 months, 6 months? Like, did we call the CDC on you? Because how the hell could you have COVID, you know, repeatedly for this large amount of time? It does not make any sense. But I mean, all we have to do is stay prayed up, you know, and continue
Yeah, me too. I thought that was you.
move forward. Stephanie from LA, she's assisted with putting together a document that we can contact the local city council in Bakersfield, contact the I want to say the county, I don't know, I forget what they are. Just people within high county departments, contact local legislation in California to ask for answers. We have to use our voices because these babies don't have one. We
Right.
are the people that are sitting here advocating for them. We can't allow the devil to come in because it's the time that we have to move forward. I mean, like, we have
Right.
to literally move forward because this is going to continue to go on. Like, they wanted to create this illusion in our face like we're dummies. No, we were not all born on December the 21st. Like, stop playing with us. Like, you know, we're not all, you know, low frequency, low IQs like some of these other people that are clickbaiters out there, right?
Right.
These people follow these stories in order to gain views, to gain for monetary purposes. They move from story to story to story to story. But this story is still what it is. These babies are not found. We're
Right.
doing our best. Like, all of us are doing our best to actively advocate for these children. And it's just really hard when law enforcement is not doing their due diligence. There
Right.
are concerns that I have, and I'm going to tell you what my major concerns are. So, you know, Doug with his slow self, you know, and he's not healthy. So we're talking about unhealthy parties, right? Just talking
Right.
about this case. But he goes and he interviews somebody down the street, and they're like, oh, I was never interviewed by law enforcement. I spoke to one of the neighbors who had the best view in the house. He was like, I was outside on that day. I saw everything, and nothing occurred. There were no people. There were no, you know, I saw when the neighbor backed out. I saw when, you know, Trizell jumped in his car and waited on his porch. Me and other people were sitting outside drinking, and we saw everything. And then we seen, you know, the cops come. I don't believe that these neighbors were interviewed thoroughly. I do not believe that. Now, do we believe that Bakersfield, once they became lead, did they go back and double back and interview these individuals? I don't know about that. We know that there was, you know, a surge. I don't even know if to say a surge, but whoever is the current tenant of, you know, Trizell and them's old apartment, they said that somebody walked in and did a walkthrough, but was that forensic, you know, were they collecting forensic, you know, evidence? Did they pull up the carpet? Did they spray luminol? Like, what the hell did they do? And I think that that's what the problem is like, we're not okay with the departments that are involved doing absolutely nothing or appearing to do absolutely nothing. Like, these are people that are paid for by tax dollars, right? So they work for the community. I mean, their employer are the tax-paying citizens. So we need to demand BPD. We need to demand Cal City. I want an open investigation done on 954. Come on, bro. You
Right.
are on government documents. And then people are in these chats and in these Facebook groups like, oh, I need proof. What other proof do you need? It's Bakersfield documentation that came from a CPS file. Like, this is not, we're not magicians here. Nobody is creating this illusion but them. Like, we're just bystanders trying to identify, like, what is their motive?
Right. Yeah,
so I demand that BPD do an internal investigation on why this man is currently or has ever been on this case. It makes absolutely no sense. It's unethical practices. If he was the person that was the first law enforcement in contact with Sincere, right, and the family in regards to a removal, why the hell would he be anywhere on this case at all? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And people are like, oh, it's because he knows the case. Knock it off.
Yeah, I've
Not
seen
only
people
did he
say
make
that too.
contact with the CPS case one time, he also made contact a second time, which then resulted the children being placed into the adoptive monster's care, which they should have never qualified to even be foster or adoptive parents, as this is adoption and foster for profit. They did not have the qualifications or the ability to be self-sustainable. They could not take care of themselves without fostering these children. Do you understand? They were cattle to them. All of them were cattle. And for, Bakersfield is not a small police department. This is not Cal City. Like, there's so many other detectives that could have been on, this case. And it just, like, how stupid do they believe that we are? Like, 954, you gotta go. Like, just ethically, like, what kind of fucking morals do you have to sit on a case where you were involved in the removal not once, but twice? Like, come on. Like, who the fuck raised you? I want to know that. Who raised this creature?
Right. That's
Who
true.
raised them?
Right.
Because I can tell you that I sit on cases that I know, and I have to recuse myself. I don't ask for my supervisor to recuse me. I'm like, listen, let me get off this case because I have knowledge of this family. I know this family, and I don't feel comfortable providing support or services to this family because I may be biased, because I know them on a personal level. And listen, and people are like, well, he was in a professional capacity. Of course he was. But he's also in a professional capacity, which this case is so difficult. If anybody knows any attorneys that can unseal the case, because that's what the problem is. Like, you only have a 2-year statute of limitation to even open up a case in regards to DCFS. You only have 2 years. Had they met their statute of limitation or went over it, right? So not only that, DCFS has to agree for that case to be unsealed. But because the babies are missing and because their legal guardians are not participating, and not only that, where the hell are they? Since they went into that sex shop, I have literally said, where the hell are they? They're probably on a sandy beach drinking pina coladas because listen, if they're not suspects, they can move how they choose. Right. And then everybody's like, oh, somebody saw them here. Well, if you ain't got photos or video, I ain't got time to, engage in that. I mean, I need proof. Right. Where the hell are they? They could be living out that van as a subversion.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, everything you said made sense.
They could be living on the beach in Central California, anywhere in Southern California on a beach in this conversion van. Like, we don't know anything. We know nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right. And it's law enforcement's job to find the answers. But it appears that they're not finding the answers. It appears that they don't care. And this is what's making people emotional, Kimmy's and other people, because this is not okay. Listen, there are hundreds and hundreds of children that go missing, like, within months at a time, thousands if you cross every state in, the U.S. and in each minor. The thing is, when is enough is enough? When they start. So I just thank you guys for giving me the time to speak. But when is it enough? When is it
Right.
effing enough for? Like, they're gonna run out of kids, and then they're gonna, like, literally, they're gonna run out of children, and they're gonna be targeting everyone's children. Now, do we know what they use the children for? Absolutely not. We don't know anything. But
Right.
what we do know is that we've been lied to. That's
been
what we
lied
do
to.
know.
Yes,
So we need
indeed.
to hold these people accountable. So because we can't put our foot on Trezell and Jackie's neck, okay, we need to put our foot on law enforcement's neck, period.
Right.
That's the only necks that we can put our foot on.
Right.
So it's time for you to lift your foot up and stick it on them. Like, seriously, like, what else can we do? We can only do what we physically can touch, or, you know, write letters or make complaints. Go on to www.wheretheboys.com. Please, if you go to the About section or resource section, demand answers. You can demand action. You can call these people. You can email them. You can write them. And you can ask them, where are these babies? Because they
Right.
work for the community. Their employer is the community.
Yep.
So we're going to make these motherfuckers work for their salary.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm sorry, I don't want to take any more of your time. But I thank you guys. I thank you for all the sacrifices that you guys make, because it's not easy. This is not an easy task. You guys have been targets. You know, you guys are walking and moving targets, and you chose this, right?
Right.
You sacrificed yourself in order to be here. And
Right.
we plead the blood of the higher power on you and Jesus, and we wish you blessings and to keep you and your family safe, because we understand that this is a negative entity. We understand that there are humans involved in this, and they are choosing to be willing parties of all this, you know, lies and deceit and destruction. So
Right.
I just want to continue to pray for you guys and uplift you, because it's not an easy task. Y'all didn't choose this. I mean, you guys picked it. Like, and all you guys are the messengers, right? All you guys are the messengers, you know. And Ray Sean, he just got pulled out of nowhere. But sometimes when you don't understand your purpose, sometimes the Lord has to shift the room for you to understand your purpose. So
Right.
you're here
Right
because
on
this
that.
is what you were meant to do. So, like I said, I want to thank everybody in the chat. Like, you know, we have to continue to move forward. We have to continue to have this dialogue. These babies are not, I believe they're present, you know, and I'm going to speak love and light into them. And I'm going to speak love and light into, you know, even these people that are, I believe, that are not doing right. I
Right.
want to speak love and light into them, because they have a job and these babies need to be found. Like Jacqueline and Trezell, they can't move on the earth like that. Like, you know, this is condoning inappropriate behavior. And
Right.
that's what is so disturbing about this case. So I'm going to get off. And like I said, I hope that everybody continues to plead and just speak light into everybody that's out there advocating and searching for the babies, and to speak light into their parents, to their birth parents. These people were robbed. Okay?
Right. Right.
They were strong-armed, robbed of their children. We need to hold these entities accountable for their actions of placing these children into these people's care that just so happen to, oh my God, I just lost them. Like, knock it off.
Right.
Like, knock this shit. Like, let's not continue to play this game. Let's not continue to even engage in the negative energy that's out there. Let's continue to, like I said, speak love and light into these babies and into everybody out here searching.
Absolutely. Thank
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
calling
much.
in. It means a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. All right, guys. So this is what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna do something that's a little new, and we're gonna take a very small 3-minute break. Just a 3-minute break. You guys can sit here and chit chat amongst each other. I'm gonna talk to Ray real quick. 3 minutes, guys. That's it. 3 minutes, and we will be back. I want to say thank you to everyone who is in here. Here, hold on.
Hey, real quick though, on the last lady, that when she spoke up on a purpose, that's how I really felt when it happened. You
It's
know,
true.
That's why I just took it and ran with it, because I was already involved just from staying in the neighborhood and just volunteering to search for these missing kids in my neighborhood.
That's
So where,
right.
you know, once the case got transferred to Bakersfield, I just laid back and was watching people like Steve and, you know, Crenshaw and the videos that Ro would post on Facebook, you know, and I wasn't doing too much investigations or anything or doing what I'm doing now until I got drug into this. But that's why I take the negative and make it into a positive, y'all. But that was some real stuff that she said.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yeah, Ray did get pulled into this, and maybe we'll talk about that a little bit more after this break. It's going to be a small break, guys, 3 minutes, and we will be back. What I'm going to do is right now it's just going to be silent, but when Friday comes around, I will have, I don't know, maybe like a video you guys can watch or something for like 3 minutes to 5 minutes while I step away. All right, guys, so you guys can chit chat amongst each other. Think about any questions you might have and anything you want to call in about. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back. Sorry about that. The next time on Friday, when we do this live feed call-in, every Monday and Friday, you guys keep in mind, I'm going to be doing this every Monday and Friday. Next time you guys come on here, I will have something playing in the background. I don't know. You guys want elevator music? You guys want Tupac? What you guys want? You guys let me know.
The sound of the ocean.
Sound, yeah. What do you want? You want something to go to sleep or what? You want raindrops? You want ocean water? So I guess there's somebody in here that wanted to call in. Now is your time to call in. Is right now. We are Portland. Bruce. All right, Bruce, you were live. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on? How's it going, Steve? What's up, Rashawn?
What's going on, Bruce? How you doing, man? Good morning. Well, good afternoon now, right?
Hey, Steve. I just want to ask, man, what's the deal with it being 5 months and some days, and the police has only came out one time? Like, what's the deal with this? Like, how come nobody is wanting to come out and talk and let us know something? Not a bunch of garbage that they keep throwing at us, but why doesn't somebody actually come out and talk?
You talking about Bakersfield?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what? I was just looking today.
Well, they just released something, 2 weeks ago?
Here, you know what? I'm going to play that, as a matter of fact, right now. They, let me see here. They released this little news thing. KGET 17 released something. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but I have no idea why they're not giving, people more updates. I'm gonna play it right now. Are you still looking at your
All right, man.
Your phone?
Yeah, go ahead, man. I want to mute out my phone.
Okay. All right. You guys, give me a second. Let me take this comment down real quick. And we're going to go ahead and play this from KGET.
And leading our newscast at noon, 162 days now since California's City 2 boys were reported missing. The Bakersfield Police Department tweeted within the hour, quote, "This is not a cold case." As we show you some video here, 4-year-old Oren and 3-year-old Orson West disappeared back in December. The Bakersfield Police Department is the lead agency in charge of the search and investigation. Now, BPD announced up until this point, the department has seized 170 items, conducted 44 search warrants, led 16 mass area searches. And
you guys see that? That is a lot of stuff. 170 items seized, 44 search warrants, 16 mass area searches, 3 searches outside of California. What do they mean right here?
Outside. 3 searches outside the state of California.
Really?
Yeah.
And 200 tips have been received.
In addition to 3 searches outside of California, BPD has received more than 200 tips in this case. There's a reward of $125,000 for information leading to the boys. Now, if you have any information, call the secret witness line at 322-4040. And leading our newscast at noon,
All right, guys. So seems like they've done a lot.
That, man.
Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead.
I don't get that, man. You got what did you say? Over 172 things they took. The police took.
Yeah.
And it's been 5 months and so whatever 162 days I think it was.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is really going on? And they wonder why people in the public get with the police. How the hell can you trust these guys when like nothing's coming out? You can take everything in the world, but there's got to be something that they can come out and tell them.
There got to be something.
I don't trust them. I don't trust
either.
the police. That's just me. It isn't just because I've had dealt with them, but there's good, there's bad, but you know what? There's people like Mr. Paul, like you said, and the captain from LA.
Yeah.
If they don't trust the police,
I know.
That's telling you something. But then you have to have people like Steve and Mr. Paul, Dr. Connie, Rashawn, all these people up there that go out and do all this stuff that the police should be doing. Should not be Steve's problem to do this, and I'm not saying it like, like, but damn, Steve cares about these kids. We all care about them.
Right.
And my last point I want to make, man, all this crap that was going on in the past, man, like, we just need to focus on the boys. It's not about us.
Right.
Fighting with each other is not going to get these kids home.
Right. It's not.
And I'm not saying that I've been part of the crap with all sorts of things. I had my channel. I tried to go live a couple times during the week. Guess what? I was bumped off. How can I even do anything? Like, I can't even go on my own channel. I'm getting kicked off.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know what you mean.
Whatever. So,
yep.
Steve, Rashad, you know what you're doing. I did text you. I'm trying to get some time off. I've got a friend of mine that's actually moving. So as soon as he gets down to San Diego, he's going to come up here, and we're gonna come down. And my dad's got a cadaver dog, but it's a German Shepherd.
Okay.
And it's a female. I want to come down and help you guys if it's okay with you guys.
Yeah, of course, man. Come on down.
All right. Sounds good then.
I'll
be down. I'll be down as soon as I can, man. Hopefully within a week.
Okay. Appreciate you, Bruce. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you, Bruce, man. Thank you for all the
Take care,
support.
guys.
Yep.
Thank you for the support and love, Bruce. I know you could hear it, man. But yeah.
All right,
Shout out to
guys.
Bruce.
Shout out to Bruce. No boys, no peace. That's going to be the last call that comes in. We want to hear from you. Had a few people tell me to let you, call and get on. Call on in. No boys, no peace.
Hey, I like that name too. No boys, no peace.
And then there's a few people here that are asking to hear your story. Do you want to share like exactly what happened with you and how you got sucked into this web of
with the lemon head, or just from day one?
Day one,
Like
what
stories,
happened and how you got,
that.
you got accused, you got blamed, you got told that
Yeah. I'll run it down for you guys.
Yeah, so you want to go ahead and do that now while we're waiting?
Yeah. I'll run it down until we get the call coming in. But basically, you guys know I stay in California City. I've been out there since 1995. I actually stay like in the next neighborhood behind the West home, and my daughter stayed in that neighborhood. So the first night, I just went out there as a volunteer, and throughout the days, I was making my appearances at the West house, and I was going live just to kind of get the word out there so people could come search and help and, just spread the word of these missing boys in my city, my neighborhood. So, once the case got transferred to Bakersfield, I kind of just stepped back a little bit. And then, what was it? April 29th, I get a text message from one of my good friends, and they like, this just popped up on YouTube. So the first thing I see is me and my wife on there. So I'm like, what the hell is this? Then I played a video, and that's basically the first video that Benny had, the Lemonhead had put out about me, which was false. So I tried to contact Steve and Matt and Crenshaw, and Crenshaw was the first person to hit back. So she gets in contact with Lemonhead, and I just tried to explain to him, like, hey man, you got the wrong person, bro. That's not me. I was just out there trying to help the kids, and he was not trying to hear it. Just instantly, just, what are you in my business for? And just going off. I'm like, wait, you got me and my wife up there on YouTube. That's our business. And he didn't want to hear it, basically. So that's when I just tried to reach out to everybody on YouTube, Nina Boy, whoever, Matt, and just, get my story out there to let people know, to debunk the confusion that this man was bringing, that I wasn't that person. And basically that's it, pretty much, story short.
Yeah, this person, man, you guys, there's no need to even say his name. I ain't trying to help promote that moron, but this guy and that other guy, they have caused so much damage. Blaming Rashad.
Oh yeah,
out of nowhere.
Because I'm gonna be real, man. And Doug, he had a big part to play with that too. I know he's trying to play the cool side, but he didn't really give me an honest chance when I went on his channel. All he cared about was being Benny's friend, and that kind of made me want to more start my channel on top of Lemon Head blowing my phone up like constantly, text message after text message, to where he actually told me, go ahead and start your channel. They eating you up in these comments. He kept texting, go start your channel, go start your channel. But yeah, Doug, man, he had a big part to play with it too, and
he's had a lot of parts to play in it.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But hey, everything happens for a reason. You see the good outcome. You know, I'm here now.
Yep.
And I'm pretty much involved, man.
Always got to turn a negative into a positive.
A big positive.
Yep.
It's a life changer. So, you know, just like the lady said, what she said earlier.
If you're calling from a blocked number, I don't answer block calls. Unblock your number and then call back in.
And at the same time, I want to thank everybody for the love and support and, you know, listening to my story and supporting my channel and keeping it going. You know, I'm here for the boys, just to spread a voice and help the people that's been doing this amazing work.
Okay, we're going to take one more call while we're waiting for No Boys, No Peace to call in. Go ahead, Autism Mama, you are live.
Yo.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I've been trying to get a hold of you since I got my banner a while ago. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to let my dogs outside because my autistic son is like torturing my dogs. So
hey, you know what?
I had a dog.
That's probably
I have this one person. I need to answer the phone really quick. Can you call back right after him?
Shout out Shannon. Day one.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Hello. Hi. Here, take it. Hi, I made that. Yeah, I made that report already, and I already spoke to Plano PD.
Yo, how's it going, y'all? Let me throw my cool shades on. So this is my first little broadcast. I'm a little nervous, but you know, I'm gonna get used to it. So how's everybody doing today? I guess we could talk about that. And then you could drop them blue hearts for Classic and Sincere. See, I'll scroll up in the comments, y'all. You just put me in the spotlight. Shannon, what's going on? How you doing? Glad you tuned in. Anybody got any more questions? Anything regarding the boys? Anything you guys want to talk about? And also, I want to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel. Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to figure out these comments. It was kind of stuck. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get to the bottom. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. See all the blue hearts now. Oh, got the lemon. Shout out Mary. Patria. Tell us about walking up to the AP's door. Oh yeah, I believe that was the second day, which you know, Lemonhead tried to say I walked up and was threatening him because I was pointing my finger and all that. But I actually just walked up to the door behind the news lady, which was Perla. It was no law enforcement around, so I was just being a man. She was walking up to this door by herself, so I just went behind her, and she knocked on the door, and Trezell had answered. And when he answered the door, I just asked him like, "Hey man, you know where these boys at?" And Perla had said something. She didn't quite give him enough time to say anything, but which he didn't say nothing. And she was just like, I got this, just let me do my job. So I just backed up, let her do her job. But that's the day that he had the knives. He had like military knives on the side with some cargo pants. I think he had the black shirt. I don't know if it was the same one in the interview. And he had like some water boots on, which was just weird from the beginning. And that's pretty much after that when I got the vibe of they did something to these kids for sure. But I'm definitely smart enough not to go threatening people, like. Did I see inside? No, I wasn't really paying attention as far as looking inside. Plus, like, he didn't open the door all the way. He opened it and, like, stood right there. But I was just focused on him and, the clothes that he had on. Yes, it's still vacant. It's all boarded up, and I don't think nobody has been there. And they got new neighbors across the street. Yeah, his vibe was definitely weird. I didn't feel his vibe. Like looking him in his eyes, and he could have said something to me. He was looking for an escape route, which was basically Perla. But a person like me would have been like, "Hey, man, I don't know, man. Thank you for being out here. Thank you for supporting." But he didn't say none of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna throw a party for Sincere too. I don't think they'll do one for Classic and not Sincere. But his birthday is August 4th, so I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a birthday for Sincere. Mama B, I can't really discuss that, but you could email me. You can email me. I'll give you a little bit of information, but I don't want to discuss that over, over the internet. Yeah, we definitely need to figure out where these people was at and get more information because it's not making sense that it's been this long and they haven't even said nothing since their interview. No, I didn't see Jackie. I never seen her in person. And the day they did their interview, I wasn't there, so I never seen Jackie in person. Um, Ani, that's in the works, man. I just re-met Mike like about a week or two ago when I was on my live and he came outside. But I do have his phone number and we on good terms and pretty cool. So maybe it might happen. That's one of my goals though, is to get Mike, to tell his story, which is a big part of the case and which needs, his voice matters because that was when he released that footage, him and Steve, that was like the biggest thing ever to me when that first happened. But that's definitely a goal to get him up. But Steve's back, y'all, so I'm gonna let him hop back on.
What I missed?
They was just asking questions.
We are good. We are good, people.
Yeah, they was just asking questions about West.
All right, guys. So we're not going to be on here that much longer. I actually went over what I've said, but we're having a good time in here. I got something I'll talk to you about after. I was just talking. Here's my turn with the headphones.
Oh,
this guy's being stingy with the headphones. Let me see. Testing. Oh, that's perfect. Here you go.
Oh,
just want to make sure you hear my sexiness. My sexiness. I was just playing.
Did they have any more questions? It was a lot of questions.
Hey guys, so I don't know. I thought No Boys, No Peace was going to call in. I actually thought that was him. I usually don't accept block calls, but I took that block call, and it happened to be a phone call that I have been waiting for. Oh, you want to do some auto tune? Let me see.
Oh, you got the auto tune.
Let me see.
Can't sing, man.
How about right here? Can you hear it a little bit?
Yo. Yeah,
What
a little bit.
Little bit? Okay, what about? Here, let me see. One time. Hold on,
my
guys.
My channel is Ray Sean. Just type in Ray Sean on YouTube. It'll pop up.
Ray Sean. Ooh. Ray Sean. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, man, you're going to get them hyped up in here.
I'm going to get you all hyped up.
You're going to get the people hyped up.
All right, guys. Steve's on a promise. Yeah.
Hey, but thanks for all the love, y'all. For real.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. So, what do you think? You think you're going to be joining us again?
Oh, yeah, man. Whenever
co-host,
I'm going to try to come up, loosen up and get it going. I like it. It's fun.
What do you guys think? Would you guys like to see Ray Sean back here co-hosting with me? Hit 1 for yes, 2 for no. Pineapples.
Or drop the pineapples, or the 100s, or the corn emojis.
Or pineapples, yeah. Just drop a bunch of pineapples. Pineapples, if you can find them. If not, just yes, will do.
Hey, people going to start buying pineapples and think of Ray Sean.
Hey, No Boys, No Peace. We'll catch you next time. What was his story? What's going on with No Boys, No Peace?
He was saying that he had got arrested from the West had called the law enforcement on him, and he got arrested.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I know who that is.
Yeah, we wanted to hear that story,
I think I do know who that is. I met him out there.
Where, in Cal City?
In Bakersfield.
Oh, Bakersfield.
Yep.
It's probably the same officer that Jamal was promoting in January.
Yeah, there's something going on with that 954 badge 954. You need to explain yourself. All right, guys.
Hey, thanks for all the love. Thanks for the pineapples.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna open up, y'all, but it's gonna be good.
We're gonna go ahead and end it, guys, because I got a few things to do, a few places to go. Yo, you guys. Make sure you check out the other channel. It is called Off Your Rocker Vlogs. Over there, I will be uploading. Some of the videos might tick some people off, but if it does, it does. But we spread nothing but the truth and awareness of what's going on in today's society, where good is called evil and evil is now called good. What, have you guys noticed that? All right, guys, much love and respect to each and every last one of you. We are about to, can you close that? I think my dog opened it. Shadow knows how to open doors. Very smart. He likes to dig holes, open doors, jump in pools, bark, and bark. All right, guys. Much love to each and every last one of you. You want to say anything before we end it?
Man, just thank you for the love and support. That's it, man. I really appreciate it, y'all. For reals. Y'all go check out my channel. If y'all love it, subscribe, like, and share. And support this man also. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share it.
Yes, indeed. All right, guys. I will see you guys Friday on another podcast of Let's Talk About It. Like I said, we might even start doing it on Wednesday. I do have a few videos I need to upload as well. I've just been super busy, super swamped. And, it becomes a lot, man, when you constantly having to edit and, do all these videos and post them up. All right, guys, we are out of here. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. God bless you. You guys all stay encouraged.